their stomachs. Late dazzling teens, liberated party queens, friends with vomit. Was it lost in resistance as somewhere in the depths of me? Take me on a spree through every part of me, orange warning. Had a call out to the lines and friction to my mind, orange warning. Oh, take me on a spree. There's yet so much I haven't seen, orange warning. The only constant thing is change. There's no such thing as safe, orange warnings. Layer by layer, I didn't know narrowness in my childhood. Little by little, we unfold the riddle of adulthood. Is it lost hidden or does it ring still inside somewhere in the depths of me? I feel scared. Oh, take me on a spree through every part of me, orange warnings. And I'd call out to the lights like friction to my mind, orange warning. Take me on a spree. There's so much I haven't seen, orange warning. Oh, the constant thing is change. There's no such thing as safe, orange warning. I don't wanna blame. All I want is change. posters by the door, and it makes you feel stuck inside a wheel. It slowly holds you in where you've never been. And I really feel stuck in the middle here. You can break my bones with your sticks and stones, but it's all too clear that the end is near. 'Cause I really feel stuck in the middle here. I can take no more. I will leave this shore to get back on track, and I won't come back. No, 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 no. I am here but won't take more. I'm at the end, you're at the start, and it makes you feel stuck inside a wheel. It slowly holds you in where you've never been. And I really feel stuck in the middle here. You can break my bones with your sticks and stones, but it's all too clear that the end is near.
Hello, 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 comedy sports fans. Hello, fans around the world. Everyone is here and everyone's going to have a great time. Let's start a poll to see who is here new and who is here before. Alrighty, that poll is up in the Twitch. Twitch fans, we are comedy sports. We are comedy played as a sport. This is all improv. This is all magic happening right now before you. Let's see. It's Comedy Sports. My name is Hars. I'm going to be your host all night for this great Comedy Sports match. We've got two teams. We got a team dressed in red. They're the Garfield Park Numerals. And we got a team dressed in blue. They're our hometown team. They're downtown Chicago bosses. They're going to lead us to victory, hopefully, today. Awesome. Let's see. We have a referee. That referee's going to call fouls that can happen in and during the match. But what's the gas of this match? What's the fuel that runs this match? It is improvisation. Everything you see is going to be made up on the spot. All the songs, all the scenes, all the games, everything that is you're about to see is going to be made up on the spot. So to do that, we need suggestions from you, our loyal fans. Let's see. So if I asked in the chat, what's your favorite color? You'd go clickety-clack and type in your favorite color. If I asked, what's a meal that you had for lunch today? I had steak and potatoes and a side of beans. You'd go clickety-clack and tell me what you had. How about this? Summer's almost over. Today was a very nice day outside. I walked some dogs. It was lovely. What are some activities that you want to get in right now before the snow starts coming? What are some things that you need to do? They could be last time summer stuff. They could be things to prepare for winter that's coming. Remember, winter's coming. Game of Thrones. Topical. Also, remember all that before the snow is here. Let us see some of those activities. Write those out. Maybe we'll use them later on in the match. Let's see. I've covered how we're going to do. You saw that poll up there in the chat of who's been here before and who here hasn't and what do we need to do. That's how you're going to vote. I'm going to launch a poll after each game, and you're going to vote for the team you thought played better at Comedy Sports. The winner of tonight's match will get crowned the winner and go on to our next rounds of Comedy Sports. The loser will have to live with that shame all tomorrow. all day tomorrow. On a Sunday, they'll have to live with that shame of not knowing things. I have not been here on Twitch for a couple of weeks, loyal fans and barn burners. I'm so happy to see some of my barn burners in the chat right now. I've been doing the live shows. Yes, Comedy Sports is back doing live shows. We are at the Den Theater here in Chicago, and they're doing live shows. It's amazing. It's so much fun, and it's such a great response. But right now, there's a show going on at the Den, and on Twitch. Comedy Sports is fielding 4 different teams on 2 different matches in one night. I think that's amazing. Super proud of my theater. Super proud of everything. I believe I've covered everything. I got improv, I got polls, I got how do we do all this stuff. Let's see. I think the only thing we have to do is, Ryan, roll that beautiful bean footage for me, and let's start How to Comedy Sports. Alrighty, loyal fans, we've got a great match for you today. It is amazing. We've got a team dressed in blue. They're the downtown Chicago bosses. They've got a challenging team, the Garfield Park Numerals. Leading off for those numerals, we have Mr. Nick Hasselbrock. Also, in the center sandwich right there, the run only player smash, Ashley Victoria, crushing it. And captain of the red team, dressed in red as appropriate, it's Pat Conley. Excellent. There he is. Also, they're going up all night long against your hometown team, the downtown Chicago bosses. They're dressed in blue. They're here to win. Let's see if they can do it one more time tonight. The leading off for the bosses, the one, the only, HMS Heather Scholl. Backing her up all night long, the one, the only, is my uncle. It's Vinny Tangerlini. Boom. And captain of the blue team is the one, the only, the perfect person for this captain. It's Fiona Stevens. Now, loyal fans, throw some 6s and 7s in the chat. Get them in there for your referee for tonight's match, my good friend, Kate Cohen.
Oh man, Hars, how are you?
I'm good. I'm in a different house, so this is fun.
Yeah, but you know what? You're still in a Comedy Sports house, and that's what matters. As long as
Yeah.
you're in a Comedy Sports house and you're within some form of CSZN environ, that's
Yeah.
what matters.
I got it all up in me.
It's all up in you. We're all up in it. And it's all happening. We're so excited to have you here this evening, loyal fans. Goodness gracious, from wherever you may be dialing in or what is it, logging in? Who knows the internet anymore? Just happy you're here. Hars went through so many of our wonderful rules, regulations, and dare I say, foundational stepping stools of Comedy Sports and how we're going to play tonight on CSCN. Hars, tell me if I missed it. Did you go over our out of bounds foul?
I did not. I saved that for our referee.
Thank you so much. So as
Yes.
mentioned, I am a referee. My name is Kate. And what I am going to do all evening is I'm going to use this whistle to keep this match on track, on time, fair, and clean. And there's a number of different fouls that my refness, get to call throughout the course of this match on CSCN. And the first foul that I am going to get to call is something that has to do with the fact that we are here in these tiny boxes of the internet. Behind me is my home. This is a sheet. That's right. Because we're doing the internet. We're doing the internet. We're doing this show on the internet. I am at the mercy of Comcast. And if for some reason the internet totally blanks out, or if perhaps one of my players is muted when they are not supposed to be, or anything just technically goes wrong, I can blow my whistle and call the technical foul. And then that player who created that foul will have to lose 1 point for their team, because you know what? I don't like technical fouls in my match, so that's just how it's going to go. So that's one foul I can call at any time throughout this match. The next foul that I can call at any time throughout this match is one that exists because here at CSCN, we believe that comedy is for everyone, and that's the kind of comedy that we like to do. Ding! And so we don't feel as though we need to reach into the toilet of comedy to make you laugh. You should enjoy this show if you are 8 years old or if you are 800 years old. However, occasionally, since we are improvising, as Hars mentioned to you, these players may accidentally stumble over that line of good taste and out of bounds. Now, if that happens, if anybody on my virtual field says anything that is lewd, crude, cussy pants, naughty pants, nasty boy, Bed Bath or Beyond, I will blow my whistle, call the out of bounds foul, and they will lose 3 points from their all-important score. That's right, I said it. Those are the 2 fouls that we're starting out with, and all other fouls I can make up as I go along because I'm drunk on Spindrift and Power. Now, Hars.
Yes.
Ready to rock and roll. Let's go ahead and get our players to the screen. Captains, come join me. Indeed. Captain Patrick, please go ahead and shake hands, however you want to do that virtually. Thank you so much. We are going to start this match off with a coin toss. Now, Captain Fiona, you are the defending champion, but fair is fair. Since I don't have a coin in the world of virtualness, what I'm going to do is I am going to ask both of you to give the other a compliment. Whichever compliment I feel is most heartfelt will win the challenge. Captain Pad, since you are our visitor, begin.
I've never seen anyone deliver a workshop about performing Shakespeare in pants style as you have, to a group of young women.
Thank you.
Great. Fiona.
Patrick, you
Yes.
are one of the most selfless people I have ever met. You are kind to everyone without fail. And also, you are so smart and are able to make the stupidest jokes because of it.
Thank you.
Great.
Thank you.
All right, so I'm going to give this one, I got to go blue. I got to go Captain Fiona. Fiona, I'm sorry.
Too specific.
You
Too specific.
win this challenge. All those adjectives far surpassed Pads. So, Captain Fiona, what would you like to challenge the Normals to in this opening head-to-head round?
Listen, starting off by picking, that's what I want. And I want to keep that rolling. I want to play I Want It That Way.
Ooh, Captain Pad, do you accept?
We do.
Great. Build your teams.
Meow, meow.
This is the game of I Want It That Way. And so, loyal fans, what I'm going to need from you in the chat, if you can, is start throwing me some one-syllable words or names, like Kate. And I also have a cat. So, one-syllable words or names. And this is the game of I Want It That Way. What they're going to use these suggestions for is they're going to be making up new lyrics to the song that we all know and love by the Backstreet Boys, I Want It That Way. They will be rhyming these. Thank you, Team Bookmark. Hi. Lake, I see Mo. Wonderful. Keep them coming. We are going to be rhyming these words of yours in the melody of that song, I Want It That Way by the Backstreet Boys. We will have an assist for some background vocals from Hars, and everybody knows Hars is the best singer on this screen. And then what is going to happen is this is an elimination game. So if one player fails to rhyme, repeats a rhyme that has already been made, or says something that is just completely ridiculous and I can't have it, they will be eliminated and off my screen, and the players will continue. Look, all of my boyfriends above my head. Is this a dream? Wonderful.
Look below, Kate. There's one more. Look below you.
The lost Backstreet Boy, Harsapuraker. So we're gonna start with the word, from Team Bookmark. We're gonna start with the word lake, like Lake Michigan, and we are gonna go in this order. We are going to go Ashley, Vinny, Nick, Heather, Patrick, Fiona, and we will continue in that way until somebody's out and we get a new one. Players, are you ready?
Yes.
Ten.
Hey, babe, let's go to the lake.
I promise I won't flake.
And I swear there won't be a quake.
I want it that way. Tell me why.
I don't know how to bake,
Tell me why.
but I would really like some cake.
Tell me why.
Maybe some brownies I will make.
I want it that way.
Shelton, comma Blake.
Give me a break.
I want a vanilla shake.
I want it that way. Tell me why.
Too many, for goodness sake.
Tell me why.
I'm so sorry, but you didn't wait until Hars finished his beautiful "Tell Me Why," so you are off my screen.
More of an NSYNC guy.
All right, well, okay.
Good call, Rick. Good call.
See you later, Patrick. I don't know. Next one is going to be from Michelle and Austin. Stan. Stan is going to be your name, and I feel like we can just go in the same order, right? Can we? No, we can't. I'm changing it. It's gonna go Heather, Nick, Fiona, Ashley, Pad. That's how it's gonna go. So, Frank, no, sorry, what did I say? Stan.
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 On the Golden Girls, his name was Stan.
And he was such a sweet man.
I cook eggs in a pan.
I want it that way. Tell me why.
My best eggs came from my nan.
Tell me why.
They put her on a ban.
Tell me why.
I don't know what happened to Dan.
I want it that way.
I'm hooked up to a LAN.
Oh yeah, and I'm making flan.
Because
To be honest, I messed up before that when I started to go at the same time as Pad. So
It's fine, but the reason I'm calling you out is because it's flan. Get off my screen. Get off my screen. All right, Fiona, you are the last one standing for your team. I feel like they've blown it for you already as a captain. You must be very disappointed.
Absolutely not. My team is just selflessly showcasing me, and I cannot thank them enough.
Wow. Okay, great. But here's the thing, Fiona, is that in this next round, where your word is going to be from Allie and Austin, train.
Train.
You know it.
Yes.
So train is your word. In this next round, you realize that the red team could sweep it here and take your 5 points. We're going to see how it goes. So we are great. So we got 2 Chris Kirkpatricks that are here supporting you, and Fiona. Here's what we're going to do. We are going to go Pad, Fiona, Nick, Ashley. Your name is train. Your word is train. Here we go, and let's pick it up a little bit.
Choo-choo, a train.
This street is called Maine.
and it's on my brain.
I want it that way. Tell me why.
Of course, I get the refrain.
Tell me why.
And then I have nothing.
Tell me why.
Go ahead, Cajun.
Train and nothing do not rhyme. You are
How
off
would you let me keep going? That's what I'm mad about.
off the screen. All right. Pad, Nick, Fiona, you are the last. You are still standing. Your next one is going to be from Missy Sue. Ghost is your word. Ghost. We are going to go. Nick, Fiona, Pad, ready, set, go.
Oh no! It's a ghost!
I'm an Airbnb superhost.
Survivor with Jeff Probst.
I want it that. What?
Pad, you of all people should know it's Probst.
You can barely hear the B.
Get off my screen, person who claims to know about pop culture.
I'm off the island.
As my mother always said, there is no B in Ghost.
Thank you, Fiona. Thank you, Miss Stevens.
Yeah.
All right, Nick, Fiona, you and 800 Chris Kirkpatricks are the last ones.
That's the way I always dreamed it would be.
Yep. So your last one is going to be from, let's see, from Michelle and Austin, back to you. We're going to use the word J. J. Somebody raise their hand. Nick, I saw you first. And you also gave me a Backstreet Boy hair tuck, so you're really gonna go first. And your name is Jay for 5 points. Here we go.
He's a rapper. His name is Jay.
This is what he has to say.
'Cause he's married to Queen Bey.
I want it that way. Tell me why.
He's really good at relay.
Why?
Ooh, let me see a replay.
Tell me why.
I'd watch that any day.
I want it that way.
I went down to the bay.
This game is cray.
I eat a chip of whey.
I want it. Okay.
You know, and everybody else knows that it is not a lay, it is a Lay's potato chip. That is time. 5 points to the Blue King. Woo! Oh boy.
Woo!
I want to compliment your singing voice tonight. And this is
Oh man.
that's
No.
not sarcasm.
No, I'm so Backstreet Boys, I'm Front Street.
Can I retract that compliment?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Wonderful. Yeah, that but you know what? I think it might be I feel like it's the sunglasses for you. You
Oh
know?
really?
Yeah.
All right.
Like if you put on sunglasses and you turn into a different man. Whoa! Who's that? Who are you?
It's me. It's me, Hars.
You're
Look.
so cool. You know,
I am.
we can do this all night. Get my blue captain up here, Fiona.
Come on, Blue Captain.
Fiona, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. You have jumped into the lead
Ah.
with not only that great compliment, but also just a sleigh on I Want It That Way. But that red team sure gave you a run for your money. So
They did.
Let's be real. Don't get too comfortable. But what we are gonna do is let you play a team choice. Game. What would you like to play?
Listen, I was pretty scared in that game that we weren't gonna win, and I want to keep that adrenaline rush going. So I would like to play the game of spooky, spookier, spookiest.
Spooky, spooky, or spookiest. Wonderful, great. Screen your team now. Loyal
With
fans,
pleasure.
we are about to see the game of spooky, spooky, or spookiest. And if you haven't thought about saying that a few times over again, please do right now. So I'm going to tell you how it's played in a minute, but the first thing I need from you in the chat is if you could please go to the chat and type in any suggestion of things that you think are not at all spooky. I want I want no spooky suggestions, no spooky suggos, as Todd Page would say. So, for example, something that I don't think is spooky is a pen. I don't think a pen is very spooky. Cellular telephones, not spooky. So yeah, give me some not spooky stuff. Wow, that's what is spooky is that two people said sloths at the same time. So this is the game of Spooky Spookiest, and what is going to happen is we are going to have 3 characters who will be answering questions for you, and one of these characters will be spooky, the next will be spookier, and the third will be spookiest. So here is going to be our suggestions. So blue team, I don't know where you are, but I'm just going to shout these out. Fiona, your suggestion is going to be cotton balls. Vinny, your suggestion is going to be the very popular sloths. And for Heather, your suggestion is going to be, but let's see. A raisin. A raisin. So we are going to first meet our spookier, and spookiest folks, and we'll get that started in just a minute. But now, what I need from you in the chat is going to be, if you could please, any questions that you would like these spookier, and spookiest folks to answer for you. So maybe like, what should I be for Halloween? Or how do I scare the neighborhood kids? Or do I just go for the big full-size candy bars to give out? Do I be that house? So give me some of those questions in the chat as we meet our spookier, and spookiest panel. Players, are you ready?
Yes.
Yes. G'day, mates. My name's Michael B. Vanderbilt, and I'm here in the wild. Everybody look out, because nothing's spookier than a sloth coming through, you know what I mean? Those things are so slow, they're going to creep up on you. Right, mate?
Thanks, Michael.
Hello. Hi. I'm Pam White. I am a ghost enthusiast and local J.J. Peppers franchisee, and I will be giving spookier advice.
Hello. My name is Prudence Prune. I make raisin craft arts and sell them on my niece's Etsy shop.
Great. Wonderful. Thank you. Nice to meet all of you. Sweet dreams, everyone. So I have some questions that have popped up, and we're just going to go straight down the panel. So starting with Michael, ending with Prudence. The first question that I want everybody to address, if you could please, from Missy Sue 123, what is the best decoration for my front yard? Michael.
Well, see here, nothing is scarier than a sloth. So I'd say the best decoration is something animal themed here in the wild, where everything is animal themed. Spooky.
I would say that at J.J. Peppers, we're having a 2-for-1 sale on full-size candy bars. You should buy them, you should eat the candy, and you should string the garland of wrappers out there. Like you were a full-size candy bar house, but then you ate it all before the kids got there. Spooky!
You can make anything out of raisins and blood.
Wow, great. Thank you. Thank you. Missy Sue, I hope that helps you with your Halloween decorations. Much appreciated. Next question for our spookier, and spookiest, and this comes from my family, which includes small children. What is the best way to get bloodstains out of fabric? Very excited that they asked that. What's the best way to get bloodstains out of fabric?
Well, here in the wild, you don't have much of a choice, mate. There's only a couple ways to get bloodstains out of anything. And trust me, with animals mauling you left and right, there's bloodstains everywhere. I'd say give it a good lick of water and some Dawn dish soap and a travel mug. That's the way to go, because nothing's spookier than a stain on your leopard print blanket. Spooky.
The spooky thing is that I use Clorox bleach, but in my store it's stocked next to the pet food. Ooh!
Very spooky.
Bloodstains on fabric, you say? Why would you want to get rid of those?
Yep, that's true. Yeah, right. That's absolutely right, Prudence. Why would we want to get rid of that? Now here's one that is not Halloween related, but I know that it's on everybody's mind. It sure is on mine. Zorro Anderson, who should be the next host of Jeopardy? Michael, we'll start with you.
There's nothing spookier than something from the wild. I'd say get an animal in there. No one would know what to do. Maybe a sloth. Spooky.
The reason they're having such trouble finding a new host is that there's only one person suitable for the job. They need to summon the ghost of Alex Trebek.
What is Jeopardy? You see, I answered it in the form of a question.
And that's the game! Ooh! Hard.
Woo!
I don't know about
Yes.
you, but I'm not sleeping tonight. I'm spooked out.
Oh, I'm gonna sleep fine tonight.
I'm sure you'll sleep just fine. I'm
Yeah.
spooked out. I'm a little freaked out. I've been watching a lot of horror movies. You
Oh,
know?
well, you shouldn't do that.
Well,
Life is scary enough sometimes.
life really is scary enough. You know what? You know what's scary? Debt.
Debt?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, bills, life, having to make decisions, choices, adult stuff. That stuff's
I don't
scary.
do most of that.
That stuff's scary.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Taxes, gross.
Well, right? It's totally gross. You know
Yeah.
what? On that note, let's get the Red Captain up here because they got a game to play as well.
Come on, Red Captain.
We're here.
Yes, Captain Pad. Hello, how are you? How'd they do on that Jeopardy answer?
I thought they all had fantastic suggestions. I couldn't agree with any of them more.
Wonderful, fantastic. Well, Pad, you saw that game of Spooky or Spookiest,
Yes,
and I'm sure you saw that it was real good.
it was real good.
It was. So what we're going to do is we're going to give you an opportunity, because fair is fair, to choose a game for your red team, Garfield Park Normals. I love that name, by the way.
It's adorable.
It's really adorable. So Garfield Park, not just because it's funny, but I also like cats. Anyhow, so the Garfield Park Normals, you are going to play another team choice game, but loyal fans, as you watch this, remember that you have to vote on which of these two games you liked more. So Pat, I hope you choose wisely. What would you like to play?
Yes, the game that people are going to vote for more is our game of Speaking of.
Wow, you sound very confident. So you know what? Get your team on my screen. This is the game of Speaking of.
Team.
And Team Bookmark, thank you for those 6s and 7s. If you are somebody who is new to, I see a couple of newer names in the chat. If you're newer, go ahead and just remember that 6s and 7s are how we virtually applaud. So this is the game of Speaking of, and here's how it works. What you need to do, loyal fans, is in the chat, can you please give me all the suggestions you can possibly think of cartoon characters, movie characters you love, and celebrities that you love. Cartoon characters, movie characters, celebrities. So these three folks from the Garfield Park Normals, they will be improvising a scene, and at any point I can blow my whistle and call out one of your suggestions, and all three of the players, unless I say otherwise, will have to adopt the type of speech of that particular cartoon character, movie character, or celebrity that you give as a suggestion. And then we will go from there. So to get them started, I feel like I'm trying to go back to find a suggestion to inspire their scene, and everything is like raisins, and blood, and like that's a problem. I mean, I feel like we saw so much of that. So what I'm gonna take as a suggestion, this is from, let's see, yay! Yay! Oh, yep, Allie. Allie, you said the word Zoom earlier, so obviously we're going to use that as our suggestion. Take it as you will. Your suggestion for this game of Speaking of, and keep those suggestions coming in the chat, is Zoom. Players, are you ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Wait, sorry. Wait, is it?
Yeah.
Was it Zoo or Zoom?
Oh, Zoom! Like Zoom.
Cool.
Great.
Ready.
And now, for real, begin.
We gotta get these cheetahs back in the cage.
I know. We got to get them back in the cage so we can get to the studio to film the show.
Yeah. Today we're gonna.
I don't know what to tell you guys. I'm not getting back in the cage.
Look, today's a special educational episode all about large cats.
I don't like it in there. It's cramped. It's cold.
We made a deal that if we allowed you to take the talking potion, you would cooperate.
We made that in our last segment.
I feel.
Velma from Scooby-Doo.
I feel like that's on you guys.
On me? I didn't even see what you had demanded because I lost my glasses.
I'm all out of quarters.
Who makes a deal with a talking panther?
Tim Curry as the butler in Clue.
Well, I think that there are two likely suspects for who made such a deal. Now, it couldn't have been me. I was too busy butling.
Yes, and it couldn't have been me because I have roller skates on my feet.
In any event, one of you made the deal. I was said party to said deal, and it's been executed. You can't take it back now. I'm not getting in the cage. Thank you very much.
This is a real horror show. Yes, go.
I was just going to say I wasn't aware that cheetahs were such divas.
Buzz Lightyear.
Well,
I guess we're at an impasse.
Wilma Flintstone.
We all just want to be sure that these kids get the education they need.
Exactly, and I'm all out of quarters.
Well, I think your first problem here is I am a panther, not a cheetah. So somewhere down the line, something got miscommunicated.
Well, if you want to learn more about panthers and cheetahs, you can write to us at 02134.
Jeff Probst from Survivor.
Well.
Well.
As the host of this show, I just wanted to say that it's been a pleasure having you here, Panther, and I feel like we've all learned a lot about large cats in the wild.
Well.
He-Man.
Because we have the Panther!
And that's the game! Oh, wow. Chris Kirkpatrick, where'd you come from?
That's me. Oh, it's me.
Hi,
Look at
Chris.
that. I don't even have to put my sunglasses on for this.
You know, Chris, I feel like I'm so happy to have you here as a host, co-host with me. But we gotta vote on this game. So now
Yeah, girl. I already got a poll going up, girl.
Okay, Chris. Thanks for that.
I won't let you down. Oh, I'm back to horror. Hold on. Let's do this.
Right. Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Fantastic. There you are. So, y'all, thanks for these 6s and 7s. You saw these two games. You saw the blue team playing Spooky, Spooky, or Spookiest. You saw the red team playing what you just saw, the game of. Speaking of, now you got to vote. And not only can you vote with one click, you can also vote with those channel points that you earn from watching our channel. And Hars, we're almost at the end of our vote here.
We are. And the boss is take it with 5 big points in their game of Speaking of.
Oh my gosh. Loyal fans, so our bosses are now way in the lead 10-0. It doesn't mean that the normals can't come back. They totally can. There's plenty of points still left on the board, but they are off to a very strong lead. And speaking of a strong lead, if you're like, I'm having such a good time watching this, I want to know what else is going on, you can type the word !schedule into the chat, and you will get to see all of the different shows happening here on CSZN virtually, as well as live at the Den Theater in Bucktown in Chicago with Comedysportz Live. So check out everything that we're doing right now, which is so fun. And also, if you're like, man, I love this so much and I really would love to support everybody, we love support. There's plenty of ways that you can do that. The easiest way you can do that is by subscribing, and you can subscribe for free monthly with your Amazon Prime account. And oh my gosh, a lot of that goes to support us at the theater. You can also type !merch and check out awesome t-shirts, pencil bags, other bags, all kinds of cool comedy sports stuff, sometimes things you hear in matches, and all that goes to support our theater. And also, if you're like, man, everybody's making me laugh and there's some people that are really making me laugh, you can type !tips and go and see a place where you can tip a player with 100% of that going to them if you want to support all of us. So make sure that you are sending that support to CSZN. And speaking of support, this match is pretty hot. So my captains, can you please join me on this screen? Whew. Fiona, you're in the lead, but I feel like Pad's got some fight in his eyes.
Yeah.
Pad's got some fight in his eyes, and one thing that I see in the chat that I didn't mention is the man who loves the spotlight, Ryan Mira. Can we get some 6s and 7s in the chat for the best improviser by far on this screen, Ryan Mira? He is
No argument.
keyboard in his Chicago home, making up all of the music you hear.
Yeah.
The man is a musical genius. So we're so happy to have him here. Captain Pad.
Yes.
Oh my darn goodness, are you in the behind? However, that's okay because you have time to catch up. So what team head-to-head second round game would you like to challenge the bosses to?
Well, we feel like we didn't have enough of a chance to show off just how flawless our accent work is, so we'd like to play the game of Jersey Diner.
Oh, well, that's a good opportunity to do that, Captain Fiona. Since you are so far ahead, you automatically do have to accept. So if everybody could please screen their team.
Team!
This is the game of Jersey Diner. Now, many people may not know this, and it's completely not relevant, but I'm actually from New Jersey. That's right. I was born there. I didn't grow up there, but I have visited lots of family in New Jersey, and I've gone to a lot of diners, so I have a really accurate idea of what those are like. And that's what these players are going to do in this next scene. So if you could please, loyal fans, in the chat, go ahead and give me a whole bunch of things that you might find in either a Target or if you were looking out of the window of a train as you went cross-country. So Target, cross-country, train. What might you see? So give me those suggestions. One by one, I'm going to call on each of our players, Burn Box style, and they will have to come up with a response to somebody's order at their Jersey Diner. So, for example, if they said, somebody wanted to order the banana, they might say, "Oh, honey, you don't want to order the banana. That one's going to give you the splits." Yep, that's right. And so they might make you laugh, they might make you chuckle, they might not make you do anything. But either way, at the end of this round, you're going to get a chance to vote and get 5 points to the team that made you chuckle the most. So the first one, Missy Sue, oh, you were a diner waitress in Philadelphia? That's awesome. I was a diner waitress in Arizona. And I feel like, you know, it's a great experience. I can double shake. I can make double shakes. Long story. Anyways, so the first suggestion I see is Candy from Michelle and Austin. This is the game of Jersey Diner. Players, you ready?
Yes.
Hey, yeah.
Vinny.
Oh boy, honey, you definitely don't want the candy because it's just really gonna give you the Twix.
Ashley.
Oh, sweetheart. You don't want the candy. Oh, it's gonna go straight to your M&M Mars.
Heather.
Oh, honey, I don't know if you want the candy, but I'll tell you what, I'll give you a Kit Kat if you give me a break.
Nick.
Oh, honey, you don't want the candy. Let me tell you, I'm not just trying to be sweet.
All right, new order. This next one is going to be, you're ordering the cornfields. Had.
Oh, listen, darling, you don't want the cornfields. No, I'm gonna take a dive on this one.
We love you, honey. Good try.
Fiona.
Oh, honey, you do not want to order the cornfields. This field of dreams tastes like a field of nightmares.
Ashley.
Oh, honey. Oh, sweetheart, not today. Not the cornfields today. We've seen some alien activity out there.
Vinny.
Oh, honey, you definitely don't want to order the cornfields, but if you order it, it will come.
Pad, you want another try?
Yeah, listen, honey, if I'm being honest, you don't want to order the corn, but try the Cobb salad.
That was the same one as Vinny, but we'll take it.
I was panicking.
The next one is going to be a 3-foot-long CVS receipt. Heather.
Oh, honey, you don't want to order the 3-foot-long CVS receipt. I'd have to chop down a whole tree for that.
Nick.
Oh, look, you don't want the 3-foot-long CVS receipt, okay? Because the cook, when he's got to make it, it makes him sick when he's got to make it.
New order. This is going to be the Halloween decorations. Fiona.
Oh, honey. Oh, you do not want to order the Halloween decorations. They cost a skeleton.
I had one for the CVS receipt.
Go for it.
Oh, honey, you're ordering this 3-foot-long CVS receipt. You got some extra bucks today?
Vinny.
Oh, honey, don't order the Halloween decorations. They've been sitting in the closet since January. They're covered in cobwebs.
Nick.
Oh, honey, you don't want to order the cornfields, okay? Let me tell you why. Because they're in the back of our stock room, and it takes a freaking maze to figure out where they're at, all right?
Heather, and I guess just do whatever suggestion you want.
Oh, honey. Oh, shucks. You don't want the
Oh my goodness. Hars, what's
Yes,
happening?
Kate.
I lost control?
You did. You weren't a very good conductor for that train.
I guess I wasn't a very good conductor for that train, but either way, these loyal fans still get to vote. So whose suggestions, whose jokes did you prefer?
We got that poll going right now,
Yeah,
Engineer Kate, and it's all over the place right now.
Downtown
So
Chicago bosses? Oh my god!
Yep.
And it's close too. I wonder if the normals are going to get on the board, or if their bosses are going to keep that hot lead.
right now the red team is leading, but just by a fraction. So remember, you can use your channel points. You can use all those extra points to make those bosses win, or make that normals win. Oh, and the suggestions are in. It's 5 points for your red team.
Ooh, congratulations! Garfield Park Normals, you have made it onto the board. Incredible.
Yes.
Woo. All right. So we're heading into the most difficult game in comedy sports. And those of you who've seen CSEM before, you know what's coming. It's time for 6 things. Captains, please join me.
Ref Kate,
Captain Fiona.
don't order the candy. It's horrible.
Give the bosses a point. That's so good.
Yeah.
That was good. That was good.
Yeah. Pat, I'll give you a point if you have a cornfield one.
Great. Oh, honey, you don't want to order the cornfield. It's been in the back gathering cobwebs.
Cobwebs.
Give him a point. Oh,
Yeah, we're preventing.
Cobwebs.
That's twice now.
There's cobwebs in a cornfield. The
Boo.
spiders are all over everything. They're our friends. All right, it's time for 6 things. Captain Pad,
Yes.
Captain Fiona, you get to choose, as you all know, and as you who've seen this match before know, one player to go out and guess in these 6 things round, which is the most difficult game. It's our crown jewel. We play it every match. Who are you going to be sending out? Captain Fiona, we'll start with you.
Instead of picking someone from my team, I'm going to challenge Captain Pad
Ooh.
to go out for his team.
What?
Yeah.
Captain Pad, okay. Well, first of all, do you accept? And second of all, who are you going to challenge the bosses to send?
Well, since it looks like the points are leaning our way and the bosses are buckling, I think I'm going to challenge the other captain. This will be a captain versus captain 6 things.
Ooh! Cobwebs! Get out of here!
Oh dear.
It's on.
Okay. You heard
Oh,
it,
boy.
folks, loyal fans. It's a captain's battle. That's right. So Fiona and Pad, they're going to be going head-to-head in the game of 6 things. Now, if you haven't seen 6 things before, here's what's about to happen. Earlier in our match, Hars grabbed some suggestions of activities, and you're going to see them on the screen in just a moment. These 2 players, Pad and Fiona, are going to, with the help of their teams, have to guess all 6 of these things when they come back into the virtual comedy dome. They are sequestered right now in a soundless box in their homes. So instead of them just guessing these 6 things, which are very easy for pros such as them, we're going to make them a whole lot more difficult. So, Hars, what is going to be our first thing of the 6?
First thing of the 6 is cleaning the gutters. Cleaning the gutters.
I love cleaning the gutters, even though I've never done it. I live in an apartment. That's why I pay my rent. So, loyal fans, if you could please, in the chat, I would love so much for you to put suggestions of the following. Let's say you get shot into outer space and you look out the window of your beautiful spaceship. What's something you might see in outer space? Also, can you please give me a suggestion of bands that you think I like? So both of those. So this is the game. Again, the first thing is going to be cleaning the gutters. So what is going to be happening is we will start with the blue team. Fiona will be cleaning the gutters. Instead of the gutters, let's see. Instead of the gutters, she is going to see, let's see, the gutter itself is going to be a, the gutter is going to be Fleetwood Mac. That's just where I want to start it. The gutter is going to be Fleetwood Mac, and the let's see, the place where she's at, like her house is not going to be a house. It is going to be the rings of Saturn. So that's going to be our first one for cleaning the gutters. Hars, can you go ahead and get number 2 for me, please, my friend?
Sure. Number 2 is raking leaves. Loyal fans, barn burners, I need, first of all, first suggestion, give me a kitchen item that you know every kitchen in every household has. A kitchen item that a spatula is perfect, Kate, but you can't yell suggestions. So give me something different than spatula. And my second suggestion is give me a group from history, like the Huns or the Romans or this group. Excellent. So for raking leaves, we'll have, the first thing is a big knife. Every kitchen should have a big knife. So the rake is a big knife, and the leaves themselves are the Vikings. Not the football team, but the guys with the helmets and the horns.
Yeah, right. My high school mascot was also the Vikings, if you can believe it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So,
I'd be a good Viking.
go Vikings. I've never really thought about it. All right, what's number 3?
Number 3 is playing kickball. Playing kickball.
Kickball. I love kickball. All right. So next, if you could please put in the chat for me for some suggestions for playing kickball. Oh my gosh, this suggestion is an Ali Vollmer special, and I love it. Oh my gosh, you just realized that you have to go to a spider's birthday party this afternoon. You don't have a gift. What should you get them? What do you get that spider? Great. So you're going to be playing kickball, but the kickball itself is going to be, Ali, I'm going to use yours, Ali does improv from before, is going to be an ice cube maker, or I'll take an ice maker in whatever way, is going to be kickball. And then the field that you're playing on is not going to be a field at all. It is going to be, it's going to be a tiny hula hoop from Michelle in Austin. An ant-sized tiny hula hoop. Man, that's cute when I think about that. Like a tiny ant, just doing a little hula hoop. Isn't that cute when you think about it? You know what? I'll tell you something while we keep getting some suggestions. Is this week with my family we watched Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. It holds up.
I've never seen it.
Hars, get in it. All right, what's number 4?
All right. Number 4 is going to a Ren Fair. Going to the Ren Fair. I'm going to take a suggestion I saw earlier. So you're not wearing a medieval times costume or a Renaissance costume. You're wearing a Star Trek uniform. You're wearing a Star Trek uniform. And how about this? What's a type of food, loyal fans, that would never be at the Ren Fair? That would never be at the Ren Fair. Throw that suggestion in the chat. I have been to Ren Fair there, Rev Kate.
You have? I've been to a Ren Fair too. Did you dress up?
Yeah. I did. I dressed up one time like Marty McFly.
Oh,
But that's just because I had a vet. That's what people kept thinking I was.
Oh.
I just looked like, yeah. Here's great. You're at the Ren Fair. You're dressed up in a Star Trek uniform, and you're eating Pop Rocks. You're eating Pop Rocks, the candy.
Ooh.
You know that? Remember that old wives' tale of Pop Rocks and soda, and you can't mix them?
I think that's not an old wives' tale. I think that's real. I think you will actually.
No, I've done it plenty of times. You can live.
I
Yeah.
bet. All right, Hars, what's number 5, please?
Number 5 is conducting an orchestra.
Ooh, conducting an orchestra. Wonderful. You know, I feel like I asked for a suggestion earlier of a band that you thought I would like, and you said Fleetwood Mac, and you were correct. Can I get a suggestion of a sports team that you think I like? A sports team that you think I like in the chat. So now we are on to number 5 and 6. Something that I didn't mention before is that numbers 1 through 4, if the players get them correct, are worth 5 points each. However, numbers 5 and 6 are going to be a lot more difficult, so they're going to be worth 10 points each. So that's why Hars and I are going to go a little bit crazier on them now. So you are going to be conducting an orchestra, and the wand that you are using to conduct your orchestra with is actually, and this is a suggestion from earlier that Michelle and Austin I didn't take, but I really want to use. Your wand is Flo from Progressive. And your orchestra itself are, okay, first of all, Ali does improv. Did you know I went to U of A? So saying the ASU Sun Devils is like really me, you know I do not like the Sun Devils. I am not a Sun Devils fan, but you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and take it. Just out of pure ire. So yeah, the orchestra is not an orchestra at all. It is the ASU Sun Devils, and I'm very sorry that we don't have Phoenix's very own Tara with us tonight, but I'm sure she's hearing it in spirit wherever she is playing this evening. And so, Hars, can you get number 6, please?
Yeah, number 6 is watching a solar eclipse. Ref Kate, I'm going to take some suggestions that came through as real hard ones too, because I think they're very hard.
Yes.
The sun that you're watching the solar eclipse is a Boston cream pie.
Ooh, a
right?
Boston cream pie, delicious.
I've never had one. Let's see. And you're watching it. I think you watch a solar eclipse. You watch it through a telescope, or do you just look at it through the sky?
Well, you're not supposed to look at it at all, but I would say take whatever you want, my friend.
All right. Your telescope your telescope that you're using is the Chicago Roller Derby Girls.
Very awesome. All right.
Yeah.
So that's it, numbers 1 through 6. I'm going to go ahead and take a picture of this with my cellular telephone to make sure that I know all of these things, because let's be real, I'm not going to remember them.
No.
Perfect. So we have all of our 6 things here and ready to rock and roll. Hars, if you could please go ahead and text our wonderful captains to get them back here on the screen. These, Rob, absolutely. Let's sixes and sevens all around, because these are some amazing suggos. I hate that I just said suggos. Here's what's going to happen. In a moment, when Pad and Fiona return to the screen, they are going to have to guess all 6 of these things one at a time within 90 seconds each. So, Pad will go first, and his team will have 90 seconds to get him to guess number 1. And the only tools at their disposal are mime and gibberish, which is a made-up, nonsensical language. Now, at the end of 90 seconds, Pad can guess it, and he may get it correct, and then he'll get 5 points for his team. However, let's say he doesn't get it correct. Fiona's going to be watching from the side. She could come in for the steal. So these points are anybody's game. 5 for the first 4, and then the last 2 things are worth 10 points. So our bosses are going to be up first. Fiona, you will be guessing first. And it looks like we're ready to rock and roll. So are we ready to rock and roll?
Yeah!
This game of 6 things. Pad, be watching closely. Fiona, be watching even more closely.
Yeah.
Your first 90 seconds begins now.
Gisha basaba igasha basaba gaja badi badu badu bap gaji badu bada gaji bazi badu badu agashaba ting 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 agasaba ting 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 agasaba inga ting 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 gu 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 gu
Buska. Do.
Players, 1 minute left.
Bruska
Askana?
Super Sisa. Bro. Sibra sepu. Sibra. Oh, yeah, I guess. Sibra. What?
Just gonna. Abaskimana.
Igashaba
King.
30 seconds left, players. 30 seconds.
Who's gonna?
We have
21 seconds left. 21 seconds.
we have 12 seconds remaining. Fiona.
12 seconds left.
We'll take the 21.
I saw this.
Yeah,
I
I'll
saw
take
this
21.
backwards.
It's all good. Fiona, number 1, what are you doing?
I am cleaning the gutters.
Correct.
The gutters themselves are Fleetwood Mac.
That is correct.
And the roof is Saturn.
You have 12 seconds left. You are cleaning the gutters. The gutter is Fleetwood Mac, and you need to clean up the last thing. It needs to be more specific on what you're replacing and more specific with the replacement. 12 seconds.
Great.
10 seconds left. 10 seconds.
All right, stop the clock. 4 seconds, Fiona. What are you doing?
I'm cleaning the gutters. The gutters are Fleetwood Mac. And the whole house is Saturn's rings.
That's 5 points for number 1. All
Woo!
right, sir. Jumping ahead with those points, but Red Team Normals, you are up. Your 90 seconds for number 2 starts now.
Skibble-a-wah, skibble-a-wah, baba, skibble-a-wah. Skibble-a-wah, skibble-a-wah. Kappa-baska. Skababa.
Sibra. Fuka.
Skababa. Maskababa.
Askabali, askaba, wah, wah,
Hui.
sweet pasta. Bing, ding, ding. Shabarapa, shanana ma.
Skabara.
1 minute left, players. 1 minute.
Wah, skababa.
Yeah.
Skababa. Skababa.
Stop the clock. There are 28 seconds left. Pad, what are you doing?
I am raking leaves, but it's real tough going because I'm using Crocodile Dundee's very large knife. And to make it even tougher, the leaves themselves are Vikings and they don't want to go.
That is 5 points for the red team. And also, Hars, if you could, please give the red team 1 extra point for that just amazing Crocodile Dundee give.
It was really good.
It was real good.
It was specifically a big knife. Wonderful.
Yeah.
Scoring
all right.
update.
Yes.
The normals have 12. The bosses have 16.
Oh, wait, that's less.
We're closing the gap, y'all. We're on to number 3. So Fiona, be guessing. Pad, be watching. Your 90 seconds for number 3 starts now.
Siskaba. Supra seba. Sifrupra sipra se. Puskaba. Iskabara seba. Frupra se. Supra.
Oh, I'm a skipper. Subra, I'm a discada. I'm a subra.
Kurva. Oh, no scubres. No scubres. Supra se. Sipra se. Scusa. Sipra.
I'm a discada.
Discaba.
I'm a subra.
1 minute, players. 1 minute.
Iga shapa sita
Puska.
Afika sapa akasi paham iga sapa iga sha uga sapa shi aga sapa sapa iga sapa kika iga sapa iga shapa fwa aga shapa iga sapa
Discada, shikada, shoo, buskada.
Seconds left. 30 seconds.
Iga sapa
Se frugar sabra se? Si sabara? Fuskaba se. Sibra. Oh. Fupra. Sibra. Fupra sa?
10 seconds left, players. 10 seconds.
Iskaba se fugra.
Stop the clock.
4 seconds left. 4 seconds.
Should you need them, what are you doing for number 3?
I'm playing kickball.
Correct.
The ball itself is shaved ice. And I am playing in a tiny hula hoop.
Yep, you are playing kickball in a tiny hula hoop, but the ball itself is close but not correct. You have 4 seconds to clean it up. Begin.
Okay.
Sibra. Sibra se.
3, 2, 1. That is time. No more time.
Great. All right, that's it, Fiona. Give me the whole thing. Number 3.
I'm playing kickball. I'm playing in a tiny hula hoop, and the kickball is a very large ice cube.
That is not correct. I'm sorry, I cannot give that to you. Pad, over to you for the possible steal.
Okay. I am playing kickball in a tiny hula hoop,
Yes.
and my kickball is crushed ice.
You both are really gonna hate yourselves because no points are awarded. You were playing kickball in a tiny hula hoop, and your ball, I'm sorry, I needed it specific, was an ice maker. Awarded. An ice maker can give you crushed ice and shaved ice, but you didn't say it. No points were awarded. Red team, over to you. This is number 4. Your 90 seconds starts now.
Askaba, Ashabasa, Akara, Askara, Your body butter. Ding-a-ling. Oh, Ashkabara.
Skip it. Clang.
One minute, players. 1 minute.
Oh, skip it. Let's get it.
Archamasa. Haraba. Araba.
10 seconds left, players. 10 seconds.
All right, stop the clock. 3 seconds
3.
should you need them. Pad, what are you doing?
Okay, I am going to a Renaissance festival, but instead of dressing in period-appropriate clothing, I'm dressed in the uniform of Starfleet, and instead of a turkey leg, I am eating Pop Rocks.
That is correct. That is 5 points. 5 points. No
Let's call it there.
No extra points awarded, but thank you for saying Starfleet. For it was just a Star Trek uniform, but you took it one more step specific. Wonderful. Hars, we are going into our 10-point rounds, numbers 5 and 6. The blue team, get on up here. What's our scoring update going into this round?
Right now, our score is 16 for the bosses and 17 for the numerals. They are ahead for the first time tonight.
Loyal fans, did I not tell you that this match can go anywhere? It is anybody's game. These early leads don't mean nothing. All right. It is up to you. All these points are on the table for 10 points. Number 5, your 90 seconds starts now.
You got some I got some piece of a pink. I got some piece of
Iskava se fruga se Sibra se frukas frikers a klikker se kina bugger sabara Sibra se Oh sabara se Oh si slupra
1 minute, players. 1 minute.
Iskava frukese Akusa po Sibra Oh Siskavadabo
you guys about I can share for super he's the food. I got some
30 seconds, players. 30 seconds.
You guys about you guys about piece of you guys about I got to be I got to be
What? 3, 2, 1. No time. Time is up.
All right.
Time is up.
I was trying to spare you a couple of seconds, but you needed them all. Fiona, for number 5, you have no time left. What are you doing?
Listen, I am conducting an orchestra.
Correct.
The baton is, of course, a neck brace wave.
No, go ahead.
And my orchestra is the Sun Devils, the Arizona Sun Devils.
All right, you are conducting an orchestra. Your orchestra is the Arizona State Sun Devils. However, your baton is incorrect. Pad, over to you for the possible steal.
Okay. I am conducting an orchestra made up of the Sun Devils, and my conductor's baton is Peter Francis Geraci.
Not in Chicago.
Close. He's so close.
And I wish that was correct. But Pat, I'm sorry, and Fiona, I'm sorry. You were conducting an orchestra. Your orchestra was the ASU Sun Devils, but your baton was Flo from Progressive. Unfortunately.
Of course.
Oh.
Of course. My nickname for her is actually the neck brace wave.
Crazy. All right. That means no points are rewarded, and it is still absolutely anybody's game. It all comes down to number 6. So red team, come on up. Pad, you're guessing, but Fiona, you better watch to steal. Your final 90 seconds of the match starts now.
Skip it a while. Skip it a while.
Oh, skip it out.
Skip it a while. 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 Skip it a while.
Oh, skip it.
Skip it a Skip it a skip it a while. Skip it a while.
Skip it up. Some of that kaba sa kasata.
Skip it a while. Skip it a while.
1 minute, players. 1 minute.
Aska wa. Askaba ngwara na babatara pa. Askaba pa cha ba. Askaba pashaba.
30 seconds left, players. 30 seconds.
Askaba kamusa. Adawan. It's a
Kisa, forza ba, casa.
Seconds left, players. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 1. No more time. Time is up.
All right, that's it. Your time has expired. These were difficult ones. Your captain competitor Fiona used all her time too. Pad, number 6. What are you doing?
I am moon gazing. The moon itself is Ben and Jerry's Sunday, maybe? And the telescope that I'm looking through are foot boxing gloves.
Pad, I'm sorry, there is a telescope involved, but unfortunately, none of that, rest of that is correct. So I have to go over to Fiona for the possible steal. Fiona, for 10 points and the match. Can you steal this?
You know what? I absolutely can. I am watching an eclipse. The sun is hockey skates, and the moon is tasty ready whip.
I am sorry. No points were awarded. You were watching a solar eclipse. Your telescope were the Chicago roller derby girls, and your son was a Boston cream pie. So no points were awarded.
That's what it was. That's exactly
what makes our winners. The red team, the Garfield numerals, take it with 1 point extra. Loyal fans, what a great match tonight. Give a lot of 6s and 7s. Give a lot of 6s and 7s in the chat for your blue team. We had Heather Scholl, Vinny Tangerlini, and Captain Fiona Stevens. Those championship murals were Ashley Victoria, Nick Hasselbrock, and Pat Conley. Referee, master of ceremony, my best friend, Kate Cohen. On behalf of Ryan Muir of Tinkling the Keys and Ryan Ford doing all the tech work, my name is Hars. Thank you so much. We'll see you next week here at Comedy Sports CSEN Network on Twitch. If you have a chance, come and see our live shows. If not, we'll see you right back here because we're not going anywhere on Twitch. We're going to come to you every Friday and Saturday at 7:30. Good night, loyal fans. Have a great week.